Welcome to the Gracie compound. It's dinner time here at the house. We're about to have our Group C, basically our standard dinner meal here. And it's winter. Watermelons are out of season. Going to the store right now and investing in a watermelon is a risky investment. It could be bad, it could be good, who knows. But watermelons are out, grapes are in. Grapes. And I have not yet shown you the process of making grape juice. Now, grapes are a Group C fruit. Unless the grapes are acid, then they fall into Group D, in which case they would not be consumed with other Group C foods. They'd have to be consumed all by themselves. Now, the grapes. These grapes are incredible. My father picks them up at the wholesale produce market here in Los Angeles, and when they're in season, we definitely keep it real. We have a very unique process for making the grape juice, and it tastes 1,000 times better than the grape juice sitting on the shelf at Ralph's for 6 months before you drink it. Okay, check it out. So basically we have these large bags. We take these, we pour them in. Then we pour them in. Okay, so the first goal is to wash the grapes. Very important because the grapes obviously have the pesticides, which, right, they keep them clean. Unless you can find organic grapes. I'm not sure if these are, but we're washing it basically. I'm going to wash off all the chemicals and anything, bugs, anything that got at the grapes in nature. So this is warm water. We're filling it up. The goal here is to not only wash it, but also to get the grapes off of these, vines here. The grapevines. Okay, so we'll turn this off, and we'll clean it. Obviously, the only way to know whether a grape is acid or sweet, whether it falls into Group C or Group A, is taste test. And these are incredibly sweet. My dad knows how to keep it real at the produce market. Okay. So we wash. And the goal in the washing technique here is first and foremost to get them off of these vines. So you hold, you pull, you pull, you pull. So now that we have the majority of these vines out of there, we want to basically clean them. And the key here is basically just making sure that you kind of get them in your hands, and then we kind of rub just to make sure there's no like slimy basically shell on the outside. It's very clean, clean and pristine. You can see the water is kind of smoky, it's kind of foggy, it's a good sign that clearly there's something in that water, okay? There's something in that water aside from water. There's no rush here. Like Jiu-jitsu, you have to be ready to engage in the long fight, You try to rush this process, who knows what you'll be consuming. So now that they're pretty clean, I like the feeling. We're going to empty out this water. It's not a bad idea to wash it one more time with some warm water, just to make sure there's no residue left behind. Give it a final rinse. And now you can see, look, the water's 1,000 times clearer than it was before, which is a good indicator that all the bugs, pesticides, and everything else were gone. So that's how you know these grapes are officially squeaky clean, as we call it, squeaky clean. Yeah, it's really good. And after the double rinse, we are ready for action. Check it out. So now these go into the blender. We'll do the rest of those later. First we go here. Boom. 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 Fill it up with a couple more. There's all those air gaps in there, so we can kind of fill it up. There's a couple rotten grapes right here. Keep it real, get rid of those ones. So we blend it for 10-15 seconds. Now the ultimate question becomes, how do we get the grape skin, the grape vines, the grape weeds, the grape, everything. How do we get it out of the blender and keep the grape juiced? And I'm sure you could have already guessed. The Gracie Juice Bag. Gracie Juice Bag. So check this out. So from here, we take this. Now, just in case you're wondering how to pour into the Gracie Juice Bag in the most efficient manner possible, if you hold the rim with one hand and try to pour in, you're going to miss for sure the bag. So check it out. My hand goes inside and I spread. So I'm holding it open like this. Okay? And with that open, now I use the opening here between my thumb and index finger, and I put it up against, I basically wrap this part right here, pushing it firmly against the actual blender. Okay? You see inside here? So basically, push it firm and give the little tip of the blender a place to pour. And basically he pours in without any risk of spillage. Okay? And in we go. Now, okay, of course my hands are already clean. My hands have been cleaned before the process, and now, check it out. We grab, look how beautiful. Okay, the juice comes out and the pulp stays in. Same strategy that we use for the watermelon, squeeze and release. And not only am I squeezing, but I'm rubbing. I'm kind of rubbing it, okay, inside to basically clear up space at the pores. By rubbing it, you rub the pulp off that pore, and it gives a little squeeze space. If you just squeeze, sometimes it gets kind of clogged. So you rub. I'm constantly rubbing and squeezing. Look, and this finger's only job in life is spill control. He hooks and he holds. The rest of everything goes. Everybody else moves, but him. Okay? He stays on guard duty at all times. So I'm squeezing. Look. Squeezing and rubbing. Squeezing and rubbing. Squeezing and rubbing. Squeezing and rubbing. Constantly squeezing and rubbing. And again, these juice bags are not sold in stores. I'm just going to keep it real. Get your own at GracieAcademy.com. Okay, lifetime warranty. You get a juice bag from us and it ever rips, tears, stops producing the most incredible juice of all time. Anything, any problem, send it back. We'll send you a new one. For the rest of your life, you're taken care of. Now look what we're left with. This is incredible. This is my favorite part. Because you see that whole bag of grapes. Look. Look. We're left with a small handful. How beautiful. Look how beautiful. Okay? And now we have the juice bag. Now, top secret, juice bag cleaning strategy. Okay? For those who don't know, I'm going to show you the best strategy of all. Right now, the pulp is on the inside. Okay? The pulp is on the inside. Kind of a little pulpy residue. To clean this, what you're going to do is you're going to invert it. Make sure your hand is clean. No pulp on this hand. I'm going to invert it like a glove. Look, put my hand inside, backwards, and spread the wings here. So now my hand is inside the juice bag, and now I'm going to, basically as if I'm going to wash my hands. One hand is inside, one hand is outside, and together they rub each other. And this guy just kind of rubs off all the residue, so I'm just kind of rubbing, cleaning. And then I move the juice bag a little bit, I move the juice bag, and I continue to rub and clean and rub and clean and rub and clean. Look how beautiful. All the pulp, 100% gone. Okay? And sometimes you can put a little juice inside like this and give it a little squeeze. Look, to get the air, use the air flowage to basically push out any other little additional residue. But this looks pretty clean to me. So there's two cleaning tactics there. And you have a squeaky clean juice bag ready for another mission on another day. Okay? So the juice bag is the secret. It is the secret. Now, once every month or so, take your juice bag and let it sit in boiling water for about 4 or 5 minutes. Let it sit, and that'll kill any bacteria. Just 100% sanitize it. So that's all you need. Other than that, this is enough. Let it hang dry. Don't put it in the drawer right now so it doesn't get any mildew or anything like that. Hang dry by tomorrow morning, it'll be ready. So now we have it. Wow. Look how beautiful. That's what grape juice is supposed to look like. Okay, fresh squeeze, 100%.